Okay, I'm not going to take you through this sharpening by, step by step. Geez, I should. I mean, I told you uni handles. I am using, it's only fair. I'm using, this is a Wicked Edge carbon that has been upgraded with a dual cam vise. This is a stable riser. This is my invention and my partners. We have these available that allows me to clamp this knife so it's all secure. That's what we do at the Expert Corner group. Okay, in minutes, just a little quick scrub for those who are following this. I decided I'm going to use these Gendy diamond stones, 600, 1200. That's it, 1200 is enough. This is a very soft steel, inexpensive knife that's meant for cutting meat, bones, between rib bones and that kind of stuff. For barbecue, backyard barbecue is what I use it. So I'm not going to put a lot of effort. It's not a real good knife. I did the 300 just to take these pictures to show you so I could say that we're not going to go through this step-by-step sharpening. I am doing 600, 1200, stropping with 4 micron, following it with the 2 micron, just because that's the combination I like to use. We're going to talk about stropping another day. Just so you know where we're going. Let me show you what I saw in the tip, so when I leave you until later when the knife is done and I talk about it, you'll know where we got to, because that's it. That's the preparation. That was all of those other steps, day by day by day, when we did the matching and this and that, was to get to this point that the knife was clamped, that when you started to use your first stones, you predictably had a knowledge of where they were going to touch the knife, and then you knew what you had to do to work with it. So that's where we're at, working with it, and let's look at that. Okay, I did just the first beginning scrubbing on the tip on both sides, even up-down scrubbing, alternating, first the right side, then the left side. You can already see the burr on top of it. That pink in the background is my fingertip behind the knife on the backside. See the burr all the way, that's all steel. That's the burr, and here's the tip. All that is matched now and obliterated with the scrubbing, and all the scrubbing I'm doing is up, down, in line with the guide rods, how it crosses the knife edge. That's on the right side, just at the tip, just to show you that all that work, and how I said 600's enough. Here's the other side, and the other side, the tip, you can see how the blue is still there. That's because that steel curves away underneath the stone. And I just have to work a little bit more and that'll be gone. But all that fuzz above that line where you can see the pointer, that's burr. Just with that little moment of scrubbing. And I'm coming back to where my scrubbing ended. And that just, I did a little on both sides. This, I didn't do any scrubbing there because I can see that it's scratched. Here's where my scrubbing is, and you can see the burr on the top. And I wasn't intending yet to be forming the burr. I was just finishing up, this is to me the first profiling, when I removed the marker everywhere from the very tip to the very heel. That is the culmination of the profiling. I've matched the angle, I've matched the stone, I've done everything, and now I'm going to go and do this from tip to heel and know that everything that I've done is working. and I can work with it. For me, that's why I make such a big deal out of it, because it's the process, it's the learning, it's everything that you're doing. Besides, I find it enjoyable. But you don't have to do that. You can just clamp it and set it up and go. And your end result is going to be the same sharp knife as mine. It's just you didn't exercise, how do I say it? You didn't use the precision. You use some of the precision. I try to use more of it. Thanks.